Dragon! Rock the dragon! Dragon Ball Z! What's up, dudes and dudettes? I'm Corey, your manly host of masculinity, and welcome to my next Dragon Ball Z review. Last time I reviewed the classic DBZ TV special, Bardock, the Father of Goku. This TV special detailed the life and death of Goku's father, Bardock, but for more information on that, check out my review. For a time, Bardock was considered long dead. That is until 2011 when a brand new DBZ special was announced. It would feature the return of Bardock, who seemingly survived the destruction of his homeworld, and somehow this also sends him back in time, which gives him an opportunity to battle against Frieza's ancient ancestor. It's got action, it's got classic DBZ humor, and it's got gloriously golden Super Saiyan badassery. So join me as I review the DBZ OVA special, Dragon Ball Z, episode of Bardock. Here's a little background on Dragon Ball Z, episode of Bardock. It was originally adapted from a 3-chapter manga created by Naho Oshii, which was adapted into a short anime special for Jump Festa in 2011. It was later released on DVD in various forms, but has yet to receive an official release in the US. Please, Funimation, I beg you! Our story opens with Bardock having his final showdown with Frieza. Immediately, the style of animation is drastically different from the original TV special. Maybe it's just me, but Bardock seems a little smaller in this one. Even Zarbon and Dodoria show up for a cameo, this time watching from outside the ship. Bardock attacks Frieza recklessly, and there is a little bit of an animation flub here where somehow Bardock's armor manages to fix itself multiple times in between scenes. Well, it happens. Players fuck up. Planet Vegeta is destroyed, and Bardock meets his end. Or does he? I don't even think Doc Brown could explain this one, but somehow, someway, after Planet Vegeta has been blown to bejesus and back, Bardock not only survived the destruction of his homeworld, but was actually sent back in time to when the planet was ruled by its original inhabitants, these goofy-looking slug people. He is saved by Ipana and his son Barry. They heal Bardock with this glowing medicine, which is the same liquid seen inside the healing pods used by the Saiyans and Frieza's army. He also learns that the planet is called Planet Plant, leaving Bardock to believe he went back in time, where he will awkwardly reject his mom's sexual advances and play a badass version of Johnny B. Good. I guess you guys aren't ready for that yet, but your kids are gonna love it. Suddenly, a spaceship resembling Frieza's crashes next to the village, and 2 space pirates emerge declaring war on the planet. Too bad for them, Bardock is here, and he completely wails on both of them. Bardock is badass, brutal, and wastes no time in defeating them in both a violent and flashy style. The local villagers try to thank Bardock, but he wants nothing to do with them and flies off. Meanwhile, in the depths of space, a lone spaceship approaches Planet Plant. This ship belongs to Frieza's Napoleonic ancestor, Chilled. Get it? Frieza? Cooler? King Cold? Chilled? Screw it. Mr. Freeze would appreciate this. Just like Frieza, Chilled is incredibly arrogant and utterly ruthless. His design also seems to be based on Frieza's initial appearance in both the manga and the anime series. Chilled's curiosity in the planet is piqued when he learns that his goons have not returned for over 10 days. This prompts Chilled to pay the planet a little visit, and not exactly a friendly one. During this time, Bardock is healing his planet explosion wounds by doing push-ups. Damn, that's manly! He bonds with his new alien buddy Barry, which is both heartwarming and insanely cheesy. Chilled arrives at Barry's village and starts wrecking the place with gusto. Barry begs Bardock for help, who is reminded of his comrades being slaughtered and decides to save the village. He quickly dispatches Chilled's goons and then faces the tyrannical space pirate. Upon seeing Chilled's face, Bardock is reminded of Frieza and erupts with anger as he attacks Chilled like a mad bull on steroids. Chilled retaliates by attacking Ipana and Barry, and then all hell breaks loose. The sky darkens, lightning crackles, the planet is shaken, you know what time it is. Bardock's intense anger has turned him into a Super Saiyan. Chill's pompous laugh is all it takes for Bardock to explode with power beyond anything he's ever felt before. Chilled is then given a thorough thrashing from Bardock in what is easily the best action sequence of the special. You remember that scene from the very first Avengers movie where the Hulk completely destroys Loki by slamming him into the ground continuously? Well, that's what Bardock does to Chilled in this movie. He follows this with a badass flurry of punches and kicks, literally grabbing Chilled by the horns and smashing his Dragon Balls. Chilled, who is pissed beyond all belief, decides to destroy the planet along with Bardock. But Bardock retaliates with an attack of his own, which sends Chilled flying into space and to his apparent death. On Chilled's deathbed, he tells his soldiers to warn his family about golden-haired Saiyans. Bardock then walks into the sunset, looking like a badass. Could Bardock have been the very first Super Saiyan of legend? We may never know. And that's Dragon Ball Z, the episode of Bardock, and you know what? It was pretty freaking great. What amounts to essentially a single episode of Dragon Ball Z does a lot with its very, very short running time. I like getting to see Frieza's ancient ancestor Chilled. His race has always been so mysterious, and just like Frieza, Chilled is also voiced by Ryusei Nakao. The animation, for the most part, is pretty good. The action scenes are great classic Dragon Ball Z action. Super Saiyan Bardock vs. Chilled in particular is very well done and features some hardcore balls-to-the-wall brutality. I also really love the design of Chilled's goons. They are all distinct and have that classic Dragon Ball look to them. Outside of kicking alien ass, Bardock himself doesn't say much. In fact, there really isn't that much dialogue. It's mostly a showcase of action, but with just under 20 minutes, they do a good job of telling a story. I also like the idea of Bardock being the very first Super Saiyan. It makes sense why Goku is so legendary himself. Whether it's canon or not, episode of Bardock is something all Dragon Ball Z fans should see. It makes you wonder why we didn't see more adventures with Bardock. Who knows? With the return of Frieza in the brand new Dragon Ball Z movie Resurrection of F, anything is possible. And that concludes my review of Dragon Ball Z episode of Bardock. You guys know that I liked it. I thought it was pretty freaking badass. But if you guys had an opportunity to watch this, please tell me what you thought about it in the comment section below. Did you have a favorite action scene, favorite character who showed up? What did you think of the battle between Bardock and Chilled? And do you believe that Bardock himself was originally the very first Super Saiyan? Please tell me in the comment section below. Stay tuned, I have a few more Dragon Ball Z reviews coming up. I've already reviewed all of the movies, and now that I've gotten through these two Bardock specials, next we're going to be taking a look at the history of Trunks. That's right, my friends. The special all about future Trunks is coming up next, so stay tuned for that. We have a few other specials we're going to be looking at and a few other surprises, so stay tuned for the channel for that. So thank you guys for watching. Remember, if you liked the video, make sure to hit that thumbs up button. Make sure to subscribe to the channel if you have not already. Follow us on social media. Thank you guys again for watching, and as always, stay dandy, baby.